Hi. We make things up. We're improvisers. And, well, first off, show of hands, who has seen live improv before?
Oh, nice.
And what's remarkable about that is that if I asked that question 30 years ago, no one would have put up their hand. This has been an incredible revolution in live theater and in television and in everything. 30 years ago, there were very, very few places in North America you could go and watch live improvisation. And one of the nascent places where it started was here in Vancouver. Alan Marriott, that's him, and I helped start a company called the Vancouver Theatre Sports League. Yes, thank you. And that company is now the largest and most successful professional improvisation company in the world. So why? Why is it successful? And why did it spread so much? Because it was good, thank you. But there are other companies that are good that didn't become professional. Most places, when you go around the world, you go to other places that have excellent improv. You'll see excellent improv in Los Angeles, in Chicago, in New York, in London, England. They won't get paid. We're pros. We get paid for what we do. The difference from what grew in Vancouver as opposed to what grew in other places is that we continually innovated. Whereas other companies were mostly interested in providing a platform onto which they could play and explore their art, our focus from the beginning was on the audience and the audience's experience. We focused right from the very beginning and thought about what is it about this performance that is so engaging? How can we refine the core of improv? And we discovered that it wasn't just the funny games like you see on Whose Line Is It Anyway? They just didn't want that. They wanted to see the act of creation. And so we continually innovated how to present that little moment, the act of creation itself, in different ways. So they would keep coming back and see us do it in different ways, not just seeing us play the same games again and again. We invented corporate improv. That's that whole thing where you go out, and do a specialized show for an event at a corporation. That grew and is now spread all over the world. I created it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Did you? Good. Good. Very wise decision. Now, one of the things that we're more recently innovating with and that you're seeing around the sort of the improv community is music, because it's hard. And Alan Marriott was one of the very first people to figure out that there are core structures inside songs that you could learn the inner structure, not the song itself. And therefore, if you learned how the music was built, you could improvise on that. And that's what we're going to do today, and that's what we do every Wednesday down at the theater. So we're going to start off with the very first opening number that we do in our Wednesday show. And our Wednesday show is a 1-hour-long improvised musical. We get a suggestion, and we just go the whole time. We never stop, get more suggestions. We just improvise a play, basically, based off one suggestion. So we're just going to show you the opening number of this improvised musical. And for that, we need an occupation. Astronaut.
Awesome.
Astronaut. Okay.
Are you going to mention that we don't know what math?
Oh, yeah, thanks. I was all in the macro, I forgot the micro. So when we do this, we actually really improvise. Now, Matt Grinke, everybody here, thank you. Who's still 19 or something? Is that how old you are? Yep. It's insane. He's 19. He's 19. I still can't believe it. He's 19. We'll be improvising on the piano. We do not improvise, lyrics to songs and tunes that are set that we already know. So in other words, we're going to hear a song we've never ever heard before, and while we're listening to this brand new song that he's never heard before either, he's just making up, we're going to attempt to sing lyrics that make sense and make a song that has some sort of meaning.
Gee, when you put it like that, it sounds really hard.
All right, here we go. So this is the opening number only of the brand new musical, Up in Space.
Wow, our first mission. I can't believe we're actually going.
Yeah, just think, the stars will be ours.
When you get into that capsule and you shoot up to the stars.
When you find yourself in that seat and you buckle up heading to Mars.
When you feel that thrust of the rocket motor lifting you,
Then you know exactly what to do.
You can feel all the pressure that's laid upon your shoulders. You know you've a duty to attend to.
When the G-forces hit you in the face and make you go, ah.
when you land on that moon and step that first step and go, wow.
Take a rocket to the stars. Make sure it's much faster than buses or cars. Take a rocket to the stars. You can reach maybe Venus or Mars.
If you think about it, I'm a woman and I'm going to outer space. That's so cool.
Take a rocket to the stars. Make sure it's faster than the buses or cars. Take a rocket to the stars. You can get to Venus or Mars. Yes, you can get to Venus or Mars.
Thanks. One of the other ways improvisation is sort of filtered into the society now is that you get improv teachers in places you wouldn't normally expect them. A lot of companies are hiring improv teachers to come and teach their company to be more creative, teach them to be better problem solvers, and teach them to be better leaders. And that's a lot of what I do. Now, one of the things that we teach when we go out and do that is the joy of being unprepared. Preparation seems like it's always going to be positive, and we're taught from a very young age to always be prepared. Always. Make sure you pull up your pants when you come out of the bathroom. Make sure you look two ways, both ways, 3 ways, back and forth and back again, before you cross the street. And these are practical and logical things to do, and I recommend you always do them. But I don't recommend you be prepared if you want to be creative. You have to love not knowing. You have to enjoy not knowing what's going on. And at that state, if you can love that feeling of not knowing what's about to happen next, then you're in that state of creativity. What's going to happen now is Alan and Ellen are going to sing a duet. And once again, they're not going to be prepared because he won't know what he's playing. So what's something for a duet? How about something you give somebody? Banana bread? What did you say?
Somebody said a cold.
A cold.
Cold and banana bread.
Okay.
Banana bread.
Banana bread, and the cold may fall into it at some place.
Okay, there we go.
I'm sorry, it's just,
Have a Kleenex.
I just feel so badly. You just got back from being away for so long, and I wanted to get romantic, but I've got this terrible cold.
I don't mind. Listen, I make sure I get all my vitamins. because I eat your banana bread. It's the best thing you could have made me.
I baked it with all the love in my heart. I turned the oven up to 350 to start, and then I baked it. Yes, I baked that banana bread just for you.
Just for me. Well, the moment when I walked through the door and I saw you, your eyes were streaming and your nose was pouring. But that didn't make me shine. You know I wanna be near to you. I don't care if you're sneezing and wheezing. You're the girl I can share bread with. Oh, when I'm squeezing, I hope it's pleasing, and we can eat banana bread in bed. Oh, just think that when we're kissing, all those germs that I'll be missing, because I'm a healthy kind of guy. And I know that when we're near, then we can feel, we lose the fear of the common cold.
So let's just keep on sneezing.
Oh yes, and wheezing,
and you'll be pleasing me all night long.
Banana bread on you, baby. Ooh, I wanna hold ya and let that cold just ease away. Oh, baby,
cure me, oh, cure me
with your love. Oh, just cure me with your love.
We're going to do one more song, and I just want to talk about one more thing before we do it. One of the other things we talk about when we go out to these companies and train them, and one of the things which is a part of the language of improv is the idea of yes. When you go to these improv companies, which now exist in almost every major town and city across Western Europe and North America, you'll find people of different backgrounds. They aren't just actors. Alan's a singer. I'm an actor. He's a voiceover artist. When we're not doing this. Oh, he's an actor too. But, you know, yes. But when you go into our company, for example, 3 of our best players, one guy works with teenagers, stopping them taking drugs. One of them works at Science World as a demonstrator and an organizer. And one of them is a real estate agent. So you don't have to have a company full of actors for this to work. You do have to speak the same language. And the core of that language is saying yes. You just have to go with the flow of whatever's happening. This is a tricky one for business people to come across because they don't want to waste time. And no one wants to waste time on a bad idea. So you're in a meeting and someone comes up with a really stupid idea. I mean, a really moronic idea. I mean, just ridiculous. And of course, you want to say no because you're not going to waste any time thinking about it. And that's often wrong. Because although the idea may be bad and the person saying it may be annoying, if you say yes, you can allow that idea to develop and change and grow. And that's what we do all the time when we improvise. We never say no to any idea, no matter how bad. And that's the thing I want you to go away with from today. So our last thing, we're going to get you to decide what style we're going to sing a song in. What style would you like us to sing a song in? Gospel, okay. That was loud. Okay. Gospel.
That was kind of gospel.
Was that sort of gospel-y already? Oh, we'll do something else now. Let's do gospel-y already. So we want something different.
Not rally. We're over 30, please.
Ain't a lot of raps. Reggae? Reggae? Really? You want reggae? Okay. We're going to sing a song in the style of reggae. And what else should we get? An idea to sing about. Skinny dipping. Thank you. A reggae song in the style, a skinny dipping song in the style of reggae.
Okay, a skinny dipping song in the
Here we go.
style of Don't you know it's a good thing the weather's hot? 'Cause we take off an awful lot. Make sure that we're naked before we get in.
Clothes, they really clamp my style. I will take them off a while and go skinny dipping.
When that water she flows across my body, all my goose pimply coming up on my skin.
But don't be too watching all the time, 'cause the shark he come up behind you and bite your behind. Oh, we're skinny dipping, skinny dipping, skinny dipping past the reef. We're skinny dipping, skinny dipping, skinny dipping past the reef.
What if I want to get a rum cocktail in my hand?
What if you want to do
I
that?
swim right up to the reef and the guy who's there, he understands.
Oh, he shakes up a big old shaker with a little bit of rum. And once you get a lot of it, you're naked in the sun. Oh, we're skinny dipping. Oh, skinny dipping. Ooh, skinny dipping past the reef. Oh, we're skinny dipping. Skinny dipping. Oh, skinny dipping past the reef. Oh, not on the mountain top. Oh, skinny dipping. Everybody now. Skinny dipping. Skinny dipping past the reef. I can hear you. Skinny dipping. Oh, skinny dipping. Skinny dipping past the reef. We're just skinny dipping past the reef.
Thank you very much.